Let's try to add these fractions. Let me remind you that anytime you want to add fractions, you have to make sure that you are going to have common denominator. In this case, we have different denominators. The common denominator for this problem is 56. Are you seeing that? Okay, for those of you who are not seeing that, let me help you. Please keep in mind that we have to use the prime numbers. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. Okay, at this moment is enough for us. Now, if you don't see that this is 56, you have to draw the vertical line for each denominator. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, next to each line, write each denominator. So I have 7, 8, 4. Divide each denominator by the prime number. Start always from the lowest one. 7 is not evenly divisible by 2. It's not evenly divisible by 3. It's not evenly divisible by 5, but 7 is divisible evenly by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. We finished with the first denominator. 8 is divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. 4 divided by 2 is going to give me 2. 2 is divisible by 2 gives me 1. 4 is divisible by 2 and is equal to 2 is divisible by 2, it gives me 1. Okay, I finished with the divisions. So I can write simply that 7 is equal 7. Okay, 7 is equal 7. 2 to the third power, because I have 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the third power is equal 8. And 2 to the second power, 2 times 2, is equal 4. Okay, so we can write that LCD, okay, is nothing else, just product of the different numbers with the highest powers. Okay, again, this is product of the numbers which are on the left side of the equal sign. Okay, the number is supposed to be different with the highest powers. Remember, anytime there is no power, there is always invisible one. So I have 2 to the third power and I have 2 to the second power. I have to choose the one with the highest power, 2 to the third. That's why I'm going to write 2 to the third. And I have 7, which is different than 2. And basically I have just 1 7, I have to use it. So 2 to the third, we said, is 2 times 2 times 2 is equal 8. 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is equal 56. Now, let's take a look what we can do next. We have common denominator. Okay, so I have to write the fractions one more time. I have 2 over 7 is equal over 56. Okay, and I have 5 over 8 is equal 56, and I have 3 over 4 is equal, this is going to be 56 in the denominator. Okay, now by what number I have to multiply 7 to get 56? I have to multiply by 8. Whatever I did in the denominator, I have to do in the numerator. Okay, so that's why this is going to be times 8. 2 times 8 is equal 16. By what number I have to multiply 8 to get 56? I have to multiply by 7. 8 times 7 is 56. Whatever I did in the denominator, I have to do also in the numerator. 5 times 7 is equal 35. By what number I have to multiply 4 to get 56? By 14. 4 times 14 is giving me 56. 3 times 14 is 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 4 is 12, is 42. Okay? Now, let's copy these equivalent fractions into my equation, which is equal 16 over 56 plus 35 over 56 plus 42 over 56. This is the different part of the problem. Equals. So now common denominator is 56. Now we have to add the numerators. Okay, so we have 16 plus 35. This is going to be 10 plus 30 gives me 40. Okay, and 6 plus 5 gives me 11. So 16 plus 35 is 51. 51 plus 42 gives me 93. Now, this is the example of the improper fraction. Okay? Improper fraction. What we're supposed to do with the improper fraction? We have to convert this to the mixed number. Simply we have to divide 56 into 93. So I have 93 and I have 56 over here. How many times 56 goes into 93? Once. 1 times 56 is 56. 93 minus 56. I cannot subtract 6 from 3. I have to borrow 1 from 9. So this is not going to be 9 anymore. It's going to be 8. And this is going to be 13. 13 minus 6 is 7. Okay. And I have 8 minus 5 is equal 3. Okay, so I cannot continue because 37 is not divisible by 56. I'm going to write my answer as 1 and 37 over 56. Remember, the top number goes always to the front. The remainder goes to the numerator and the divisor goes to the denominator. That's why this is my answer. 1 and 37 over 56.